Hello and welcome to a little thing that I'm going to be calling Sudoku with Tsvetii. Welcome on in. Today we'll be doing a medium puzzle featuring Agatha, who is meowing in the background. And anyways, welcome back. If you are familiar with the channel, if not, welcome on in. Like I said, we're going to be doing a medium puzzle. This website is api.razzlepuzzles.com. They have a bunch of different brain games, which is actually very, very fun just to do it. They have cryptograms and they have all sorts of things. Like if you want to have hints or check to see if you're right, like everything you can check to make sure that your puzzle's right if you're doing it. And there's a lot of other various games that are just very fun throughout the site. Like there's 2048 cryptograms, like I said, like the swipe, there's line connect and all other things. But anyways, for the purposes of today's video, we're going to be just having a nice little time playing Sudoku. And it has been a while, almost 3 years since I last uploaded a video. And I think I kind of burnt myself out the last time that I was recording and doing videos. And I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I've had the urge to get out and do something. We know that's 3 already because 3 has to be over here. But yeah, I've had the urge recently to just get out and create things. And I've been having to bully myself a little bit into hitting record. So, I mean, I think that's just a little step that I needed, just the proper step that I needed. And the music that we have going on in the background is Music to Cure Brainrot, which is just a nice little collection of classical music from a playlist that I found on YouTube, which has been very nice to listen to every now and then. Anyways, we will be doing Sudoku. Like I said, this is a medium puzzle. I am mostly doing my normal shtick of trying to go through each number first and filling in the blanks as much as I can, then going by quadrant or by number and figuring out everything else from there. Well, we know 6 has to be here. Actually, no, we know that's a 3, and that'll be a 6. So we have completed that. 6 is right there. And we're doing well so far, but before we try to solve those, we're going to go make a little run through and make some quick notes for each of these. And, if there's 3, like the 6 could possibly be one of these 3 technically. I'm not going to mark anything down right now while I'm just trying to, not speed run per se, but, oops, that's the wrong button. Just trying to get a general gist of what I am dealing with. So we do have, we do have a lot of we do have most of everything up here already able to be solved, which is pretty cool. Agatha finally sat down. Thank goodness. Well, we know these have to be 1 and 2, right? Yes, we know that has to be 1. Which 1 is right here, so 1 has to be down there. We know 2 is down here, so we now know that 7 has to be one of these 3, as well as 7, since we have there. We know 7 is right there. So we did do a little bit of preambling here. Well, we know this is an 8, which is nice. We know that'll be an 8 in that row. We do know that 8 has to be one of these 2 numbers, which kind of gave us that 6 already. But let's finish 8 and 9 first and then make our way downtown. Whether we will be cruising fast, faces past, or I'm heading homebound. I am... That is a trip. Okay, so now we know that that is 1 and 8 right there. So we kind of have that solved, but again, we're just going through this first time to figure out our general gist of what's going on, seeing what else we can solve just off rip, and then finding our way through the wilderness, essentially. We have a set of 3 over there. Well, we know 9 has to be right there or there. No other indications for 9s, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and fill in these blanks. Like we know that's a 6. No, that's an 8. So we do know that 8 has to be there. We know that's an 8. I need 6. We know 6 has to be right there. And so we are doing pretty well so far. Like for this, for example, we know that it'll be a 3 here. So we know it'll be a 3, 4, 7 right there. We know these are 1 and 8. And now we play the fun game of deduction. But we did get that 6, so this will be a 4 and 7. And so we do have a 7 already in this box. It could also technically be a 4, but I don't think it would be. I mean, that could also technically be a 1, so I'll just leave it right there and just await with bated breath. We do have only 3 over here, so technically this could be a 9, right? Yeah, technically. So it could be a 9, and then we have missing a 2, 3, 4. Oh, Lord. So we're missing a 4 and 9 right there, which isn't that bad. But we do know a 7. We do know that 7. No, we know 9 can't be down there. Or right there. So that is 9 then. Yeah. Awesome. So then we know that 9 has to be here or here. So we know 9's on the bottom, which means 9 is at the top up here, which means our 9 will be there. So we did do a good little perusing here. We're missing a 4, but we have a 4 right here, so that's going to be our 3. That'll be a 4. Which means that our 4 is up here. And we're actually doing pretty well so far. That could technically be a 4. I actually can't be. See, because this will be a 4. 4 has to be down here, so 4 has to be in one of these rows. But we already have 1, and we know 4's here, so that'll solve that 6. We know that 6 will be solved right there. And from that, we know 6 has to be right here in the middle. And we have our 6's over here. And so we've done a little bit of perusing through all of our possible solutions here. And so now I'm going to go again through the 1 through 9 just to see if there's any odds and ends that I can figure out. Okay, so we have 2's. We know 2 has to be right there or there. We know 2 has to be one of these 2. We kind of already knew that. So 3, we're missing 2 3's. Okay. All right. This is going to be 3. And we can prove that. I was going to say my keyboard wasn't working, because if we just go up this way, so 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 3 can't be a 3 right there, so it has to be there. And because we did that, we now know that this will be 3, and that'll be a 7, which did open us up right there to get the 8 there, 7 there, and now we are looking good with that 1 to fit in the blank, which that'll be a 1. So we're stuck with 4 and 9 over here, which isn't that bad. So we have this is going to be 1. This is going to be 1 rather, because we can prove that because 1 is already here, and the only thing we're missing is 6 and 8. Well, oh, never mind. There's a 2 down there. Oops, my bad. I was getting a little bit over my skis, but we do know that this will be 1. Which means that this will be a 4, which means that is a 1, which means that is a 7, that is a 4, that is a 7, that is a 6, that is an 8, that is a 6, that is a 1, that is an 8, 1, 2, which will be right up there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I did something wrong there. That's fine. All right, where did I go wrong? That's a long story to ask. Okay. So I believe this is right. So then 1 would have to be here then. 2, 1, which means that would still be 4. That would be 1, that'd be 7, that'd be 4, 7. Okay. Which means this would be 7. That would be 7. Which makes this a 7. This a 9. This a 4. This a 9. I was going too fast. I was getting a little bit over my skis. Oh. 1, 2, 2. So this has to be a 2. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Thank you. This would be 8, 9, 8, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm missing a 6. There we go. 10 minutes. Not bad. I don't think this came off as relaxing as I thought it would be, but it was relaxing for me, especially when I was making a mistake and then I went all the way back and was able to solve it. And I've been trying to do these. I know it's not a hard puzzle or anything, but I've been trying to do these puzzles and not use hints, not use checks to be like, oh, I'm just making sure I'm doing this right? But anyways, check out api.razzlepuzzles for more brain games. This is unsponsored, of course. This is just me playing on a website with non-invasive ads. But anyways, hope you have enjoyed and hope that you have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be. And I will catch you next time. Not in the always pocket, but I'll catch you next time. All right.